request today is very specific. First of all, to acknowledge and ask Mr. De La Ronda to acknowledge that voice identification in this case is discoverable, either through...
I think that's already been acknowledged.
And let me just backtrack a second. There's been an indication here throughout that there's one voice. There actually could be two voices.
Trayvon Martin made a 911 call shortly before his death, and the FBI is attempting to determine if that recording, which captured Zimmerman's voice in the background, can be audio enhanced to more clearly hear what was said. And that may very well be the key to what happens next.
First of all, Tom Owen, who's a forensic consultant, his company is Owen Forensic Service. He uses a technology which is similar, he claims, to what the NSA and the CIA do. He gets a sample of George Zimmerman's voice. He did that because George Zimmerman dialed into 911, identified himself. So he has that. He takes that and puts it in a computer, and he eliminates all of other conversations from, in this case, the 911 operator, and he butts it all together. Then he takes the scream sound and puts that on the same timeline on the computer and puts it into a program which is called Easy Voice Biometrics. And it sounds a little high-techy, but he says that it has been used for quite some time to get into the details of determining whether that is indeed somebody's voice. He says the analysis comes back with a 99% certainty that the voice heard in that scream is not George Zimmerman's voice.
Welcome to Weekends with Alex Witt. Right now at just past 1 p.m. here in the East, a new twist in the Trayvon Martin case. An Orlando paper spoke to two audio experts who say the screams heard on the 911 tapes from the night of the shooting are not from George Zimmerman. Joining me now is Tom Owen, one of the voice identification experts quoted in the Orlando Sentinel report. He analyzed that 911 tape. Tom, thank you for joining me on the phone. Let me ask you, what did your test conclude?
Alex, the test concluded that it's not the voice of Mr. Zimmerman.
You say there's a brand new issue, you're going to file a motion on it, and it might require an extensive hearing date.
Yes.
What does that have to do with?
There are experts that are being identified right now to do a voice analysis or a voice recognition on the 911 call. So far, of the witnesses that we've had, and some of them are on our side, they're quite honestly all over the board. I thought it was easy to tell whose voice that was, but from a expert perspective, it's not. So rather than having a number of different experts out there testifying on a number of different modalities, I think that we need to have a hearing to determine. The judge may decide nobody can testify and just let the jury listen to the tape and make their own decision.